Hi, this video is for women over 60 on dating apps and the first date. And I want to talk about it from my personal experience that I've had the past couple of months and certainly yesterday. There's a lot of information out there, ladies, on these are the questions you should ask. Make sure you don't have scammers, don't give up, like all of that stuff. But then what do you do when you actually get to the first date? And I've had a couple of those experiences, but I definitely want to share some things that I've learned. There's a list of questions that you're supposed to ask, or, trust me, just Google it. And this was a very interesting situation. This gentleman that we've been going back and forth for about a week now wanted to share phone numbers, and I personally don't like to do that. I would just rather meet in public in a very public place during the day, an hour, coffee, a glass of wine or whatever. And he was open to it. So we ended up meeting yesterday afternoon at a brewery outside, sat outside on the picnic tables, easy peasy. So the first thing that I noticed is this gentleman's actually really flexible. He wasn't turned off or angry or nothing. He's like, oh, if that's what you'd rather do, that would be great. And so I started thinking about, that list of questions in your head. And I decided to just actually really be present with this gentleman. And upon introductions and, where do you live, how long you've lived here, kind of what do you do? The question does come up of, oh, how long were you married, divorced, kids and all that. And then somewhere in there, it was this organic way of asking a question that I've read it in so many different places, which is, what did you learn from your last relationship? What did you learn from the relationship that you would do differently? But what did you learn? And this gentleman really gave a really thoughtful answer. And he was thoughtful. He was already thoughtful, and he was thoughtful in this way. And he said that he would not have taken his wife's answers of nothing's wrong like nothing was wrong when his gut said that there was something wrong, and he didn't follow that, and he thinks it really did not serve him. And then at that point, like, I could just let go of this list of questions, and we actually had just a really wonderful couple of hours, glass of wine, conversation. This was great. You're a nice person. And then, I stepped back, and basically he reached out today and thanked me. And I don't know where it's going to go, but I really have to say, think about what you want the first connection to be. I didn't want it to be on the phone. I wanted to meet in person. This gentleman was actually very sweet. And so I asked, what are you going to do for your first date?